if we take a look back, we started with slope-intercept form. Then we talked about point-slope form. Now we're going back to our good old friend standard form.
Is this your shoe?
Yeah, it is. Does anyone remember the formula for the standard form? Any volunteers want to help me out with what it was? Alex, what does it say?
Wait, isn't it, never mind.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with a big capital A.
Well, I know that, I just forgot.
Okay.
ABC.
ABC? No.
Isn't it A plus B equals C? No.
Close. Go ahead, take a seat for me.
C?
AX.
X plus by.
X plus by equals C. Sure.
Damn knew this thing.
If you can remember it that way, then that's perfect.
X plus by equals C.
X plus by equals C. I don't know what that means,
Plus by.
but that's fine. That's my standard form. We've actually already taken notes on this, haven't we?
Yes.
Partially.
A bit.
Let me find it. X and Y intercepts.
What was that one? You just passed it.
Did I?
Yeah, I saw B1.
You're tripping.
I think it was just being
We talked about going from standard form to slope intercept. Now we're going to do the opposite.
We also had a cutout.
Okay, that sounds about right. So if I have y equals 1/2 x minus 6, what form is that equation written in? Slope intercept. I want to get it in standard form, which, as we know, is ax plus by equals c. That's a horribly ugly b. That's a little bit better. So what I need, if I want my equation to be in standard form, is I want my x and my y to be on the same side. I want them to be on the left. So what can I do to this equation to get my x and my y on the same side? Yeah, Matthew? Minus 1/2 x. Okay. So we're left with negative 1/2 x plus y equals negative 6. Does that look like it's in standard form now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got an a, we've got an x. My b is just 1, so I don't need to write it. With my y equals a c. But there's a couple of things that we need to satisfy with standard form. The first is that A and B must be integers. And we talked about that when we previously introduced standard form. I can't have a fraction as my A or B. I want them to be either whole numbers or integers. What's the difference between a whole number and an integer? Anyone know? Anyone remember? No? We really don't remember? Integers are just negative whole numbers? Does that ring a bell? No?
No.
Everyone look at the number line. You see 0?
Yeah.
Everything to the right of 0, including 0, is a whole number and an integer. Everything to the left of 0, not including 0, is just an integer, not a whole number.
Is that like the thing how like
The circles and the circles and the, yeah. You guys have all seen that image before, just nobody ever remembers it, which I get. Integer just means number line number. So everything you see on the number line is an integer. Whole numbers are only the positive versions of integers. Does that make any sense what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, integers cannot be fractions, they cannot be decimals. So because my a value is a fraction, I gotta fix that. The other thing I want is I want a to be positive. My a value has to be positive. So although this looks like a good standard form equation, there's actually two things wrong with it. A is a fraction, which is not an integer, and a is negative, which we do not want. So what can I multiply this whole equation by to fix both of those issues in just one step? -1, super close, precious. -2. The negative is going to clear my negative out in front, and the 2 is going to bust my fraction out in front of x. I'm going to multiply this whole thing by -2. I'm going to distribute it, obviously, to everything I have. It's okay. What's my new coefficient of x? 1. What's my new coefficient of y? -2. And what's my new constant on the end? 12. There's my standard form equation. Just subtracting 1/2 x over to the other side, that would be way too easy. We don't need to be doing one-step equations in October, late October. So we'll add in those little elements right there. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Thumb sideways if it kind of makes sense. Thumbs down if it does not make sense. Okay. See a couple sideways, a couple up. I see a couple people ignoring me. Which is fine. It just hurts my feelings a lot. Oscar, your question? Where did I get the 2 from? Great question. The fraction that I have tells me what I need to multiply my equation by to bust that fraction, right? We talked about fraction busting real early on, right here. August 27th, feels like that was 5 years ago. My LCD is what I usually would need to find when multiple terms have different denominators. But here I only have one denominator, so I know my LCD is going to be 2. Right? So I'm technically multiplying y by 2 over 2 and -6 by 2 over 2. But in order to make my life easier, I'm just multiplying the whole thing by 2. All right? Because that's going to cancel this fraction while bumping those two guys up a little bit. All right? So that's the first way we can write a standard form equation from slope-intercept. What if we have something in point-slope? Let's write it from point-slope. Let's see. Let's just come up with something random. Let's say y minus, someone give me a number. 2 equals, someone give me a fraction.
1/2.
1/2, too easy. We just had 1/2. Isaac? Isaac?
3/4.
I don't like that. I love the creativity. I do not like it. Let's go 3/4. 7/13. A prime number over a prime number? Yikes. X plus, give me a whole number. 65? 8. All right. Here we go. A crowdsourced example problem.
Yay.
What form am I going to try and put this in again? Standard. So yesterday we put it in slope-intercept. Today we're going to put it in standard. What's the first thing I still need to do here to get this ball rolling? Distribute. 3/4 times x is 3/4 x. 3/4 times 8. Anyone got it for me? 6. Great job. 3 times 8 is 24. 24 over 4 is just 6. What are the odds? That could have got real messy with 7/13.
Yeah.
That's all right. Well, 7 times 8 would have been 56. Does 13 go into 56? No. No, it doesn't. We could probably find something. But anyway. What do I want to do now? I got to get my x and y on the same side, right? How can I do that? Subtract 3/4 x to the left. Is there anything else I can do here to help me out? Plus 2. Let's kill 2 birds with 1 step. That's going to get rid of these 2's and these 3/4 x's, leaving me with negative 3/4 x plus y equals 8. Everyone see how we did that?
Yeah.
I just did 2 inverse operation steps in 1. I think we're far enough along where we can do that.
Yeah.
Am I good? Can I box that up?
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, someone said yes. Remember my 2 stipulations. My a value cannot be what? A fraction or negative. And again, we have a negative fraction. So what can I multiply this whole equation by, son? Very close. She said, okay. Negative 4, right? I got to clear the negative 2. You got it. Great job, son. I appreciate you. The 4 is going to clear out that 4 on the bottom. The negative is going to clear out that negative. That was funny. So what's my new a value in front of x? 3.
Yay.
What's my new b value in front of y? And what's my new c value on the end? Negative 24. Negative 32. I used to always make that mistake too. I don't know why. It's a weird thing. It's because 6 and 4 and 8 and 3 and then 8 and 4 and 6 and 3. You know what I mean? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? No. Cool. Does that look good now? Yes, that looks great. It does look weird with that 32, but as long as my a is a positive whole number, or a positive integer technically, then I'm good to go. All right? Any questions on that from point slope?
No.
Perfect. The third, no. I just flipped the page. What do you mean is that it? So we wrote standard form from slope intercept, from point slope. Now how about from 2 points? We're going to write standard from standard. That'd be easy.
Okay.
From 2 points. We're slowly making our lives more difficult. Let's say, how about I take one from the homework? So we can just have it. Let's write the equation of the line in standard form that goes through the points 2, negative 5, and 5, negative 3. This is number 9 on the homework.
We should do all of them.
From the homework?
Yeah.
No. Good idea. Okay, this one is actually going to be a little bit trickier. What is my first step going to be? Yeah, Gonzalo? Find the slope. Perfect. Let's do that. I got x1, y1, x2, y2. M is going to be, of course, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which turns out to be negative 3 plus 5 over 5 minus 2. What is negative 3 plus 5?
Positive 2.
Positive 2. And what's 5 minus 2? Positive 3. Okay? Now what? There's a couple things we could do. One of the things we could do is a lot more work than the other. But what would your brain tell you to do next at this point? Think about it for a second. Precious, what would your brain tell you to do?
Find x and y.
Find x and y. Okay, Gonzalo, what would your brain tell you to do? Use one of the points and do what with it? Make it what? Make it the x and y. Okay, we got an x and a y there. Bavia, what would your brain tell you to do? Bust the fraction. Okay, I like that. Oscar?
Making points.
Sure, let's do that. It's kind of going along with what we were saying with the x and the y. I've got a slope, I've got a point. Let's put it in point slope. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1 turns into, which point are we going to use? First one?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's use this first one. It's already labeled x1 and y1, so that helps.
Yeah.
Y minus 5 equals m times the quantity of x minus x1. So I took my first point in orange. That's my x1 and my y1. I took my purple slope that we just found, and I plugged it in. Is that my final answer? No. What form do we need to write this in? Standard. Well, now we're just doing what we just did. See what I'm saying? So we just added in 2 extra little steps that aren't too bad. Now I'm going to put this in standard. What's the first thing I would need to do again to put this in standard form? Distribute the 2/3. Hooray, we're going to have another fraction to break or bust. Guys, it's fine. You all know how to multiply. Y plus 5 equals 2/3 x minus, what's 2 times 2/3? 4/3. What do I want to do now? Minus 2/3 x from both sides, sure. These go away. I've got a negative fraction in front of my x, which is exactly what I don't want. Plus y plus 5 equals negative 4/3. Now, we could do 2 things here. We could make our lives easy, or we could make our lives difficult. Which would you like to do?
Easy.
Let's make our lives easy.
Difficult. Yes.
What we did last time was we brought the constant over to the right. But for me to do that, I would have to turn 5 into a fraction over 3. So let's change the order. Instead of bringing over our constant and then fraction busting, let's fraction bust right now so that when we bring over our constant, we don't have to deal with making a new denominator and figuring out what that is. How can I break all the fractions in here? What can I multiply this by? Negative 3. Good. Times negative 3. That clears this fraction and makes this positive, leaving me with 2x minus 3y minus 15 equals what?
4.
Well, I got to distribute. What's negative 3 times negative 4? Positive 12. Great job. Now we can clearly see that my life is much easier because what am I going to add to both sides here? 15. If I had tried to bring that 5 over, I would have had to turn it into 15 over 3. Then I would have had to subtract, it would have been 15 over 3, right? I would have had to subtract it. I would have got negative 19 over 3. Is that right? And then I would have had to, I don't know. Let's not worry about what we would have done. Let's worry about what we're doing. What's 12 plus 15?
27.
How's it 12?
Did we do this right?
How's it 12?
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, you're right. Alex, you were right. I'm sorry. I was tripping. I didn't, yeah. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. It should be 4. That's what you said, Alex, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. 10 rich points for you. Okay? Because the 3's canceled, just leaving me with 4. That's why when I was talking about the 27, I was like, that doesn't make sense. That makes more sense. What's 4 plus 15?
19.
19. There's my C. I've got a positive integer in front of my x. Doesn't matter what's in front of my y as long as it's not a fraction. And that whole thing's equal to 19.
Wow.
Great job.
I love math. You should do more.
We should do more? Okay, let's do one more.
Wait, can we do another one like from the page?
No.
We can come up with one. We don't have to do one from the homework. I'm just kidding, Ben. We're done.